If you would like to get away with murder, it seems this is the town to do it in.
It's very scary to be here. You can get away with anything here.
Oh my God. I'll tell you, that Friday when I got that phone call that one of the twins had died, that was the biggest shock in my life.
Juliette Serenity Gertz, a 2-year-old twin who family remembers as the spunky one.
She was the outgoing one. She was the Spitfire. She was the one that she wasn't afraid of anything.
And she was the one who was murdered.
Autopsy reports show Juliette was beaten to death inside this home back in July of 2008. Police confirm 3 adults were here when she was murdered, but not one of them has been arrested.
Those 3 adults pictured here: Charisse Gertz, the mother of twins, Dustin Chauncey and Brandon Townsend, 2 roommates and friends of Charisse. The dad, Casey, was serving in the Army when his little daughter was murdered. The family members have lots of questions. Why Juliette's murder case is still unsolved. Why investigators waited 5 days to seal off the house as a crime scene. Why the 3 adults in this home were not questioned or drug tested immediately after Juliette's murder. And when will there be justice for Juliette?
The Scottsbluff County Attorney is the only official who can comment on this case. He declined our request for an on-camera interview, but he tells us cases like this one just take time.
There's 3 people in the house. What time do they need? I don't understand. It should be solved long ago.
In a phone call, County Attorney Doug Warner had the opportunity to answer our questions. How important is this case to you?
I'm a little bit put off by the fact you asked me that question.
I don't understand. I don't understand why it's taken so long when there's 3 people and, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. They're all involved in one way or another.
There is no evidence to prove which of the suspects is responsible for the death at this point.
Every day we wait for a phone call saying they've arrested those involved, We wait every day for that phone call and it never comes. And it never comes.
I am going to try to make this case work.
Well, I hope you're telling me the truth. I hope for Juliette's sake you're telling, you will find justice for her.
No, don't give me this for Juliette. How many dead babies I've worked on dozens of dead baby cases.
How does that happen in America, that you can murder a little girl and nothing happens? You don't just get to walk away from murder. I would hope that it would eat them up alive inside, that guilt.
While the family waits for justice, they hold on to the sweet memories of a 2-year-old girl and treasure her twin sister.
I'm just an aunt to a little girl who was my niece, who I got to see in a casket. A little white casket. I mean, all I am is just a simple person hoping for a little justice, for somebody to remember that she was murdered.
For somebody to remember the life of a 2-year-old daughter, granddaughter, niece, and sister, and to never forget their little angel in heaven.
My daughter, she's actually the same age Juliette was when she was murdered, and she will come and she will tell me that Juliette is watching us. My older kids, of course, they want to know why. They want to know how come nothing's been done. They want to know how come nobody's protected her. And those are questions that are very hard to answer as a parent.
3 years have now passed since that fateful night back in July of 2008, and still no one has been arrested, no one has come forward, and Juliette's killer still walks free. But still, Juliette's family continues to move on and prays for the day there is justice for Juliette.
Don't give up. Please don't give up. It'll happen. It will happen. It has to.
Brunner is just one of thousands of people that have joined together in support after learning of Juliette's tragic story.
Just my heart. It's sad. It's really, really sad. I feel for the family. I especially feel for the twin sister that was left behind, the bond, and that just does not go away. I really feel bad for them.
While not much progress has been made on the investigation side, Juliette and Jaylen's Aunt Monica has been doing everything she can to help bring Juliette's story to light and bring closure.
I just want people to stand up. I want people across this country to stand up. I want you to remember this little girl. I want you to fight for her so that justice is served, so that no child is ever beaten or murdered and put in the ground for no good reason.
To help spread Juliette's story, a Facebook page was created where everyone from national organizations to prominent public figures have joined in with their support for Juliette. Another site created in Juliette's honor, justiceforjuliette.org, where thousands of people have visited and left their support in comments.
God will give this baby justice. No angel will be forgotten.
God bless
My heart goes out to the family, and I hope and pray
Rest
that
in
there will
peace,
be justice
precious
one day.
angel. I hope justice prevails.
In one voice, their message is clear.
Justice for Juliette.
Today, Juliette's 5-year-old twin sister, Jaylen, currently lives with her grandparents, while her father continues to fight overseas on his 3rd tour of duty. And while Jaylen's father continues to fight for more than just his country, Monica tells us she'll continue her fight to spread Juliette's story and pray for justice, so that one day she can look Jaylen in the eye and tell her she did everything she possibly could to bring justice for Juliette.
I was with Jaylen in March. We were flying kites, her first kite. I got her a Barbie kite, and she was flying her kite, and she's laying on the snowbank. And in fact, if you go on Facebook, I put that on a post yesterday. She's laying on the snowbank, and she goes, Auntie Monica, she goes, I wish I was a kite. And I said, Jaylen, why would you want to be a kite? She goes, because then Juliette could reach down from heaven and take me up there with her. And I said, Jaylen, I said, I know. If Juliette could, she would. She'd take you up there. But I know Juliette's smiling at you right now because your kite's flying so close to her.
Shelley Russell, Fox 42 News.